Hello and welcome back to the next video, vlog. I'm not really sure what to call these yet. I think basically it's a vlog, like let's not deny it. It's a vlog about my week at work and in business. So yeah, welcome back. I'm really excited for this week. I've been doing some thinking, some of it probed by Jane Scott to be honest, which is good. That's why we make a good team. I touched base on one of my previous videos that my job has become less task orientated and more direct, things to do with sales, but my mindset was just a little bit wrong. Not wrong, but wrong. With how I was approaching things, and you might be able to relate to this for yourself or your own business. For example, in a business, say we wanted to bring in £10,000 in sales, and we had a £500 budget to do that. My focus was, I've got £500, how can I get this amount of sales? It's not really thinking about any free things I could do, to be honest. I was only thinking about digital marketing rather than actual different types of marketing and sales basically. So now I've changed my mindset to be, right, that business needs £10,000 of sales, what can I do to get it? So that might include some digital marketing when we need to spend money. It might be a case of just reaching out to all our current customers and just saying, hey, you want to buy again? Just thinking more about the whole perspective of what we need to get in and thinking, right, that's what we need, how are we going to get it? So that's been really exciting. From that thinking alone, I went into Rise, thought about how all our current off-peak members, if we just asked them if they want to upgrade for Christmas, so through the holiday period they could actually jump every day for 3 hours rather than only getting 90 minutes, they might just get that. And if every one of them takes that, instantly our membership sales double. There you are, one step closer to hitting your sales target. Easy as that. In Secret Beauty Garden, we're actually going there on Thursday. Realised that the average sale, I wanted to increase it. So easily we just implemented a wee strategy on how to upsell a product with each treatment that they get a wee bit of a deal on if they book the treatment, so then they can get the product as well. So yeah, that's just going to help increase the average sale. Realised with LCDC, we're working so hard to get new members in, but what we could actually do is, as well as working hard to get new members in, look at what members are leaving, and is there anything we can do to slow down the people that are leaving and get a better retention rate on customers? Because we're spending all that effort getting new ones, let's spend equal amount of effort. Well, it's not that we don't spend effort keeping them, but if they leave, I think we're just saying, see ya, but let's try and keep them in a bit, that obviously if they want to go, they want to go. So yeah, that's really fun for me. A good thing, which I quite like, means I definitely will be out of the office a bit more, actually being in the businesses, working in them, figuring out ideas how to get sales in. So this is really good. My default's kind of like digital marketing. It's easy just to like fall into that trap, so I need to work hard to stay, not that it's out my comfort zone, but out the default. When things get busy, make sure I don't fall back into it and keep pushing forward to do that. Focusing on the total sales that business needs to make and how are we going to do it, because there's so many different methods that we could use. We just have been using a sort of limited option, to be honest. Making a conscious effort to start digging into the numbers more as well. Often if things, like if we had a strategy that was working and it stopped, I would kind of just think, right, how are we going to get the next one working, rather than thinking, why did it stop working? I was only really looking at numbers on the surface level, not actually digging deep into them. So that's now the plan this week and going forward, digging at them deeper, and I'll bring you along with some of them so you can understand a bit what I'm talking about. Because it's mental in business, like it's easy just to look at the surface figures and then try and make it better, but if you actually dig in deeper, you get such a better understanding, you're getting better at business and it makes your life easier. I just stopped doing it. So yeah, this video anyway is a bit of a self-reflection, realisation for me, and then we're going to go on that journey, I suppose, for the new strategies we're implementing. Today, it's Tuesday. Met someone for a coffee this morning. Not a bad way to start the day. Just sort of chatting through business, good to catch up with a friend, and then was the weekly meeting with Claire, our social media digital marketing manager. Always a mouthful to say that. Just about the weekly targets that we've got, using the scoreboard for each of the businesses. So looking at where we are and how we're going to get forward. Again, using what I just said, we were digging deeper into the numbers. Why have some of those things not worked? What can we do to get them up? So now Claire's got her digital stuff that she can do, and then I can take on my role and do the other sort of sales stuff to get that number up, because at the end of the day, it's what we're working towards. Done some interviews for Eats, it was good. Had some good candidates, got trial shifts booked in, so that'd be decent to get the more staff booked in for there. Oh, that's it. This one's exciting for me. At Rise, I worked and made a really cool, basically recruitment procedure system that works really well, and it's a good system that we use in all the businesses. And then we actually had a client that was struggling a bit with the recruitment themselves, so we're now tailoring that system to their business so they can get the great staff that we're able to find through using the system. So that's really exciting. Man, it was a few years back I created that. When? Product manager, group interviews, easy 3 years ago at least. So that's cool that that's a system that we created that's stood the test of time and works. So we are now able to actually help other people use that. So yeah, that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to doing that. So today, what I've done is I've made this list: Fairbros side pages, recruitment procedure, and YouTube clip. That's this one that must be done by the 7th to 12th, 21. So I've decided to myself that that's what I'm doing today. I'm not leaving the office until, or not going home until I get these 3 things done, because that is the plan today. And I'm going to make sure I do them, and then that'll result in me able to turn an extra 2 chips, boom, boom, because I've taken 2 big actions to lead us forward. So that's the day today. I never got a chance to do any filming yesterday, or that's a lie. I got 1 B-roll clip, this one. I was at Audi getting my car service, working there for a couple hours. I think I'm maybe a bit weird, but if I'm working somewhere like Audi for a few hours or working from home on my couch, I was at the couch at Audi, that's why it relates, but I feel like I'm on a day off. Like, I done 2 to 3 hours of work, like just literally just sat there and worked the whole time, but felt like it wasn't work because I was sitting on a couch. And like, if I'm working from home on my laptop, if I'm sitting down on the couch, it feels like I'm not working. Don't know why, but it feels way more fun that way. One thing that's been on my mind that I thought would be good to talk about is, I suppose it's fear and taking action. It both relates to. So, as you're well aware, because you're watching it, I started a YouTube channel. It was something I always wanted to do, and I was so excited to make the first one. I'd done it, I was buzzing, I was like, yes! And then I was making the second video, and as much as I was excited to do it, I was kind of like, well, to be honest, like, why should I do it? Like, kind of can't be arsed. Just wanted to give up, and I was like, Rory, what the fuck? You've done one, actually see it through. But it's so easy when you do these things, because, like, yeah, I was terrified to make the first one and put it out there. I'd done a lot of videos before. I used to have I actually started with a Instagram that I wanted to dedicate to my business journey, but it just became like a motivational quotes page. It was almost like a motivation guru, and that's not me. I don't want to be like a motivational guru online. So it became, I suppose, not authentic to who I want to be and what I am. So I stopped that and just started using my normal Instagram again. And then with that, I then switched to using it as personal and putting business stuff up there. But see, putting a business thing on my personal Instagram, I was terrified the first one. I was like, fucking hell, oh my God, all these worries. And then I done it and none happened. People actually liked it. I know they did because they double tapped the post. So then started doing some Instagram posts, some TikToks, and then this YouTube. And like, from doing it, I've had people come to me and say, like, friends, family, oh, I've watched your videos, I liked it, which definitely feels good, not gonna lie. Especially when you're kind of unsure what you're doing, where you're going with it, if it's actually worth it or not. And the best thing, I've had strangers come to me and ask for advice on their business, or message me on Instagram saying, I seen your TikToks, stuff's cool. Thought I would just give you a message, and just shoot the shit, and then just have a new conversation. Like, that's exactly the things I wanted to do with this. Like, my whole plan with this, to be honest, is one, document the journey, see what's going on, but really, like, the main thing is to hope that people can relate to what they're going through, be entertained a little bit, and yeah, maybe the lessons that I've learned that they can use for themselves going forward. Like what I said, that I realised I was focusing on the budget and how we achieve sales that way, rather than focusing on how do I get that sales target. And where fear kicks in, like, it's scary doing this sort of stuff, the first few anyway. I'm a confident guy. I actually really enjoy filming the videos and making them, but there's always that wee doubt in your head, that niggle that's like, oh, Rory, don't do it. People might not like it, you might get rinsed, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that. If you enjoy it and you want to do it, just do it. But it's so easy to fall victim to fear. But what I've learned is, the more you beat fear, the easier it becomes. In my opinion, you're always going to be scared. I don't think there's anyone that is just absolutely fearless, and if they are, I think they're a fucking psychopath. But yeah, like, if something scares you one day, do it. The next time it becomes easier. I've had calls to make before then I've had to give someone a bit of news that I think it was a business that we worked with, and I was terrified. I think I had to tell them no to something, or we needed something changed. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was terrified to do it. I was gonna make the call one day, I never left it a day. Gonna make it the next day, I was really scared, never left it a day. Honestly, it was half a week to a week that I left it because I was just too scared to make the call. I thought the guy was going to erupt, we were going to be in an argument, it was going to go crazy, blow out of proportion. And I eventually thought to myself, fuck's sake, Rory, you need to get this done, do it. Called him up, told him, I was like, hey, yeah, sorry, can't do that. And he was like, okay, cool. It was literally that simple. But I made myself so worried, so scared about it to do it because I thought there was going to be this terrible outcome. But truth be told, I didn't know the outcome, and I wasn't going to know it until I dealt with the situation. I dealt with the situation and the outcome was easy. It was actually exactly what we wanted to happen, and it worked. So that's just fear. If you let fear beat you, it gets worse. That was what happened to me. I was too scared to make the call. Every day got scarier. I was shitting bricks before the final call. Like, I was actually like almost like shaking. Like, I was like, I didn't want to do this. I just gave it to someone else to do. I just said, Jay, can you call that guy? And was going to make an excuse, but I thought, no, I need to do it. And then before you know it, I've done the call and it's easy. It's like, well, what was all that about? Fear, if it's there, beat it, because if not, it gets worse and it's harder and harder to deal with. But when you deal with it the first time it pops up, it gets a bit easier than the next one. And plus, if you enjoy something, just do it. So that all relates to me making these. I'm gonna see it through. I enjoy doing it, but yeah, may as well. Actually, an Audi, that bit of B-roll I was filming, I set my phone up, leaned it against the coffee machine, started filming it and started tapping away. I was like, I'll be able to do something cool with this. And there was another woman sitting at a table and I seen her looking at me. She was like, what the fuck is he doing? And I just gave her a wee smile. I was like, oh yeah, don't mind me, just do my thing. But yeah, pretty mint. Main lesson there is don't let fear stop you doing what you want to do. When I had the Young Hustlers event, a lot of guys were saying that. They were saying that they wanted to get active on the social media, but they were just a bit nervous. Like, they were fear of the judgment that people might put on them in their business. But one of the things I love is don't take criticism from someone that's either A, not done what you're wanting to do, or B, not even attempted it. Like, why would you take criticism of someone that's not even trying to do what you're trying to do? Like, they literally aren't even putting in the effort, they're happy where they are, they're not wanting what you want, so why would you listen to that criticism? It's minimum the amount of times, probably if not never going to happen, somebody that's done more than you is going to criticize you for trying to get there. They're probably going to be more supportive than anything. So don't take negative comments and criticism like that to your heart over people that haven't even tried it. Fuck them. Don't let it bother you. I know it's easier said than done, but you got to do it, eh? Just had a weird panic that this isn't filming. It is, we're good. Oh shit! As you can see, I got absolutely schooled, so credit where credit's due, Logan had to get it. So we've just been up to Dundee, now heading back down to Edinburgh. We were up there just doing a guest walkthrough, checking in on the place, seeing how everything was, if there's anything we need to improve to just make the guest experience that bit better. So that was good. Also, big fucking lorry. Yeah, Dundee was good, that was exciting, good fun catching up with the guys. Had a little shot on the trampolines, which was decent. This morning we had a trial shift at Eats before going up as well, and hired a new assistant, which is great. So we've got another member of the team. So yeah, it's an exciting day. Having to cheat on Eats makes me sick. You get one up here, like. That's us back at the office, just catching up with some admin, getting ready to send an email out to all of our off-peak members at Rise, offering them the chance to upgrade to a peak membership before the Christmas holidays, meaning that they can jump without restriction for 3 hours a day, every day throughout the holidays for only £44. Now, if we work that out, it's crazy value. Now we're closed Christmas Day, Boxing Day, so let's take that off. That is 29 times 3, 87 hours they could bounce. 44 divided by 87. Man, if they upgrade to a peak membership, they can bounce every hour throughout December for 50p an hour. That is ridiculous. And the best part about that is there's great value for them. And if every single one of them done it, then instantly, without any more work, our membership sales double overnight. That is incredible. So that's what we're working on today. A nice, I'm going to call it little action, because it doesn't take too much effort to do, but it's obviously a huge action. But yeah, little thing to do that can have such a big impact on sales. That's what I'm really working on this week, is doing things like that that'll make the big difference to the bottom line in the businesses. What's up, guys? We're back in the car. I think my phone's stable this time. I've now got a case on it, and yeah, it seems to be all right. But yeah, it's Friday today. Don't even know when the last time I checked in on camera was, but it feels like a week ago. This week's been really good. I've been, as I talked about last time, like focusing more on like sales for the business. It's a weird dynamic I'm finding it, because like I'm doing sales and marketing, but like the stuff I'm calling sales, I suppose it is more sales, like just focusing more on that side of it. But obviously still doing the marketing as well. But yeah, it's really good. I feel like I've been working on absolute hyper speed. It's mental, like I'm on fucking crack or something. Like I usually feel like I work at a good pace, but I've been told by people that I'm slow. Just chilled guy, I think. Like naturally I'm chilled with a lot of stuff, happy to just enjoy myself, take my time with things. But man, this week I've been idea, get the person, go over it, execute it, boom, make it live, get it trained, like blah, 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 blah. Like ideas happening on Monday, going live on Tuesday, same day things getting created and going live. It's really exciting, feels class, to be honest with you, and I can't wait to see the results that it brings. Little things like, I was at Secret Beauty Garden and I noticed that we've done the shop window up and it's really nice, but people are walking past and looking in. So what I had to do was give myself an outsider look, literally went outside the shop and looked in and realised it looks amazing, it's eye-catching, everyone stops to look at it, but when you go past the window, there's no prices. It doesn't tell you about anything that we do, other than there's a sign that says nail bar and it looks nice. So what do? We put a nail price list up in the window. And yeah, like little things like that. Now that I'm focusing more on being in the business, focusing on the sale, opportunities like that can be easier spotted rather than fucking sitting at my desk. So yeah, it's a nice one. That's why it's so important in your business to take an outsider look outside the box to see what opportunities you're missing. Roundabout, we'll see how the phone goes. Fuck me, this case is good. But yeah, it's so important to take that outsider look in your business, just so you can see what the customers are seeing, to see what opportunities you're missing that you can then improve on to improve your business, to ultimately make more sales, improve your bottom line. It's a win-win. We also figured out that we've got products in the salon, but we're not actually doing anything to try sell them. Like if somebody gets a great treatment using say they get a facial and they use X product and it makes them feel amazing, that customer will probably want that at home, to feel that good at home. So why do we not just say to them, if you want to use the same product at home, we've got it for sale here. Like we're not hard selling them, we're just giving them the option to continue feeling great like they already do from our amazing treatment. So that instantly is going to boost their sales as well. And that, like, no matter how many hours of treatments we can sell, we can always sell more products on top of that, which instantly increases the sales, increases the average sale. That's great. LCDC, I was working with Louise on the membership retention rate. We realised that every week we're planning on, we want to get 10 new members.
but we're losing about 2 members a week, which to be honest is like 0.5%, 1% of our total members, so like it's nothing. It's natural, there's always going to be a churn rate. But if we're wanting 10 new members, losing 2, we realise we're only actually gaining 8 new ones every week because of the loss. So what do? Change KPIs. We're now tracking that we want to make get 12 new members each week, and also that we're tracking that we want to lose 2. Ideally we want to lose 0, but we then know if we suddenly lose 15, because we're tracking it now better. Oh, why is that? Investigate it, digging at the data, digging at the numbers. What happened? Oh, that person stopped caring as much about their teaching. Why is that? Speak to them, train them, get them doing better, boom. Then the class days will go back up. Simple like that. We've now also realised that when people are leaving, we could put in a better system that we can follow, and then the other teachers can do as well, rather than it just being Louise doing it. So yeah, it's been a nice one. A lot of ideas, just brains going bap, 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 bap all week. But felt great, really enjoyed it. It feels good, the being out there making a difference, like seeing more actual. We were so close. Yeah, so feels good being out there, like not that it feels like I was never making a difference, but feels like I'm making more of an actual difference. Handed the reins over way more to Claire and Rory in the office, my marketing team. They're absolutely great at that stuff. To be honest, some of the stuff, the ads, they're better than me at ads, no problem saying that. It's why we've got them, why they're such valuable members of the team. So I handed over more of the reins to them to run that side, so I can then be out working in the businesses doing the sales stuff. And it's a really good system. We were speaking about it yesterday. Another reason why communication was so important. I'll be honest with you guys, I just jumped out and started doing all the sales stuff. And I spoke to Claire and Rory, it was 5 weeks ago that I told them I was planning on doing that and handing over the reins. Then gradually it's been getting more and more every week. But like anything, if you tell someone something 5 weeks ago, they're going to forget it. And I wasn't communicating clearly. It's why communication is so important. So they just, to be honest, thought that they were doing all this work marketing, because I used to do so much marketing with them, and I was just never there in the office. I was just out. They didn't know what I was doing, didn't know what was going on. They thought they were just doing all the work, which completely natural, to be honest. If I was them, I would have felt the same. So we all spoke about it. It was great. We just had a conversation, and I just told them what I was up to. They're now on the same page. But if I'd simply just started saying to them, guys, I'm going into the business to do X, Y, and Z, there would have been no problem. Everyone would have been aware, but that's my fault. It's all part of growth. We take it on the chin, we learn from it, and we move on so we can get better for next time. We have the Fairbros Christmas lunch this afternoon at the Black Ivy. Going to be a good one. Look at that view, Arthur's Seat. This city's cool as fuck, man. Look at that. Look at that. So cool. Yeah, yesterday's festive lunch was really good with the team. It was nice just to chill with them in a outside office environment with the partners and team. Really enjoyed myself. Slightly rough the day. But yeah, this marks the end of this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it, getting to come inside my brain a little bit, how I've been thinking, how I'm now operating in a different level. It's been exciting for me. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to press the like button and subscribe. Cheers. See you in the next one.